Good morning. The 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Tenisha Yancey. While court is in session, there will be no lying down, no eating, no talking, no sleeping, no driving, no wearing of any head garments unless it's for religious purposes only, no chewing of any gum or reading of any material. And also, when we ask you to turn on your camera, you must be properly dressed. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, and good morning to all of you. Thank you for your patience this morning. I am again Judge Tenisha Yancey. The first matter this morning, I believe by the parties ready on Ryan Yancey. Parties ready on Bazzi. Can you all hear me?
Honor, Attorney Mohammed Bazzi appearing on behalf of the defendant, Ryan Bazzi.
Waiving his appearance this morning, is this just a citation?
Yes, Your Honor. Today is the time, date and time actually scheduled.
Sorry, I am gonna call the case. I'm sorry. I just want to know that you didn't say his name.
Yeah.
I'm calling the people versus Ryan Chatty Battery, ticket number P143049, one count of 16 to 20 over the posted speed. Please state your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mohammed Bazzi appearing on behalf of the defendant, Ryan Bazzi.
Today is the day.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Go.
Go ahead.
Gonna-
Go ahead. Hi, Mr. Bazzi. First of all, I should have been looking up at my screen. How are you?
It's great seeing you, Your Honor. Today's the date and time for a formal hearing. Today it's already 10 o'clock. I don't believe the officer Hollis appeared as of today, and we would be requesting the court to dismiss this matter without prejudice.
Okay, one moment while I check with the.
So
So the court has verified that an officer has not appeared in this matter. This matter was set for 9 a.m. It is now 10:15 a.m. Therefore, the matter will be. You can make sure that your client has 15 over one of our record drivers. And please, whatever, we have our families as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, wait, one second. What's your P number?
P79199.
79.
199.
Thank you, sir. You're free to go.
And congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Again, I appreciate everyone's patience this morning. As quickly as possible through these.
One more. No, just one.
Oh.
Mr. Coleman Potts is on.
Mr. Patrick, your house counsel today?
He took over.
Good morning, Judge. Yeah, my partner Ryan Hill, he had a motion he had to argue, so I had to step in.
Okay, good to see you this morning as well.
Good to see you, Judge.
And party's ready on Henry Balanon. Am I pronouncing that properly?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now calling the people versus Henry Balanon, ticket number 750442. One count of disregarding stop sign. Please state your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Neil Hansen, P72000 on behalf of Mr. Balanon.
Today is the date and time set for a formal hearing. Are you waiving your client's appearance as well?
Mr. Balanon is here if need be in the waiting room, but I'm authorized to speak on his behalf.
Okay, one moment. Let me make sure that he's out of the breakout room before you.
He
Mr.
is, Your
Balanon,
Honor.
Name for the record.
Henry Balanon.
Thank you. Today is the date and time set for a formal hearing. How would you like to proceed, Counselor?
Your Honor, unless something's changed in the last 20 or 30 minutes or so. I believe the officer is not present. So at this point, we would request a dismissal.
Remember, I checked with the court.
So that, of course, that the court can hear you, and also so that it comes across clearly on a written transcript. So, for example, answering with a yes or a no as opposed to.
Okay. Just to be clear, I believe if there is an officer here on the Zoom, please state your name now. Otherwise, today is the date and time set for for a formal hearing. This hearing was set for 8:30. It is now 10:19 a.m. No officer has checked in, therefore this matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Thank you, Counsel.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah. Have a good day.
You as well.
Are there any other retained counsel on before I begin with the House Counsel?
My name is Man.
Good morning, Attorney Wilkerson.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
I am doing well. How are you?
I'm great.
Okay, I am going to proceed based off of the docket from this point forward. For House Counsel, just so that you know what order I am going to, I believe I'm going on. All right, ready on Braggs. Now calling the People versus Leroy Allen Braggs, ticket number SP 115-94581. No, count one, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Coleman Potts, P7607 on behalf of Mr. Braggs, who appears via Zoom. Mr. Braggs, please state your name for the record, sir. I believe your device may be muted. We cannot hear you.
You have to follow the prompt, Mr. Braggs, to unmute your phone.
Leroy Allen Braggs.
Thank you, sir. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment on a bench warrant. How would you like to proceed, Counselor?
Your Honor, for the purposes of arraignment, we'll waive from reading, stand mute, and enter not guilty plea. It is my understanding that Mr. Braggs has presented valid insurance, and there's a recommendation to dismiss for valid documentation.
Okay, and what vehicle was it on that he does have the valid insurance for? Is it in his name or on the vehicle in question?
Is this insurance in your name, sir, or is it just on the vehicle?
It's in my name, as well as the vehicle.
This is the vehicle, okay.
No,
So,
this is,
oh, wait, it's not the same vehicle in question, but the insurance is in your name currently, with your current vehicle, is that correct?
correct.
All right, so the court acknowledges that an officer of the court has verified that Mr. Braggs does in fact have valid car insurance in his name currently, and will dismiss this matter without prejudice. You are free to go, sir. Execute your matter. Did you hear me? Can you all hear me? Oh, okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, ready on Kiara Browning. Ms. Browning, you can turn your camera on. Now calling the people versus Kiara Marquis Browning, ticket number SP 103766001. Driving while license not valid, ticket number SP 1176284. Count one, no operator's license. Count two, unregistered untitled vehicle. Count three, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 939573. Count one, driving while license not valid. Count two, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 9726051. Driving while license not valid. Ticket number SP 9726052. Unregistered untitled vehicle. Ticket number 195177579. Count one, no insurance misdemeanor. Count two, driving while license not valid. And count three, unregistered or untitled vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Coleman Potts on behalf of Ms. Browning, who appears via Zoom. Ms. Browning, please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Kiara Browning.
Ms. Browning, I need you to have a seat, ma'am. You're in court now.
Okay, I'm outside because I caught an Uber and it's like raining and I'm like at a restaurant, so it's kind of loud inside. That's why I came outside.
That's why you
Because
should
I'm
be at,
standing outside
not at a
anyway.
restaurant.
I did not know I was supposed to have been at home. I came to the courtroom. I came here with you.
Okay,
So I'm like around the corner. I had to walk because I'm in an Uber. I
okay,
waited for
ma'am.
people.
Today is the date and time set for the arraignment on the bench warrant. Mr. Potts, how are we proceeding?
For the purposes of arraignment, Your Honor, will waive a formal reading stamp mute and enter not guilty plea. There is a recommendation that Ms. Browning enter a guilty plea to failure to display and 2 counts of improper plates. And we ask the court to adopt that recommendation, with the remainder matters to be dismissed.
Is he taking?
Okay. I apologize for the delay. Ms. Browning, you had an opportunity to speak to your attorney and he advised you you're right.
Yes,
Did you understand your right?
yes,
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
no,
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
yes,
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
yes.
Please raise your right hand.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I didn't understand you.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes,
You can put your hand down. I'm gonna turn your attention, and Mr. Potts, just for you to know, I'm using ticket number ending in 2841 for the factual basis. Turning your attention, ma'am, to March 13th, 2021, where you drive, I believe, a 2003 Oldsmobile.
no.
What type of vehicle was it, ma'am?
Where was it located? I never been in an Oldsmobile. I never had an Oldsmobile. I've had a Honda. I've had a,
Wait. This was on West Adder Drive and Rouge Park Drive.
oh, yes, sorry. Yes,
So you were in fact driving an Oldsmobile?
yes,
Okay. And you were in the area of West Adder Drive and Rouge Park in the city of Detroit?
yes,
Okay, and you did something on that day, ma'am, that made you come in contact with Detroit Police Department, is that correct?
yes,
And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
no,
And was the vehicle properly registered and titled?
no, it wasn't registered.
You have insurance on that day?
No,
Okay, I'm gonna ask you to press put your phone on mute. Counselor, are you satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulate to probable cause on dismissal.
So stipulated.
Right. The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on her behalf for failure to display and 2 counts of improper plate. Dismissing the rest of the matter, the remaining matters without prejudice on the each matter is gonna be a $220 fee. Oh yeah, because you had a lot of these dismissed, so it's gonna be a total of $660. How soon would you be able to pay that? Should I set it out for like 60 days so that you are able to make payment slowly?
yes, I can pay 300 today and another 300 within 2 weeks when I get on my next payday, my next pay.
So then I'm gonna give you 30 days instead of the 60 days.
I'll take that 60 though. No.
Okay, all right. So I'll give you the 60 days due on May 31st, 2023. If you're not able to pay it by May 31st, you need to zoom into this courtroom at 8:35 and ask for an extension. So that's 660. And it will not be in the system today. You need to wait until tomorrow so that it catches up.
Okay.
Today is Friday, Monday, please. Thank you. So don't spend it over the weekend.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Take care. Have a good day.
I waited too long for this. I just paid $1,300 to clear my warrants. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Hold on, 1 second. Did you post the bond, Ms. Browning?
I paid $1,300 for my warrants. I mean, I'm not sure.
Your Honor, if you're,
In 36th District?
Yeah, I paid 1,036 district and I had on Dearborn for 600. But
Your
I'm
Honor-
sure with it. I'm
Go
okay
ahead,
with
Mr.
Dearborn.
Mr. Potts, I didn't want to cut you off. Go ahead. Are you asking for the bond to be applied?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and how much was it for Detroit?
1,000.
1,000. So for the amount that I gave you, the money that you paid for your bond, Wait 1 second, because as long as you've shown up for court, every time that you were scheduled, the bond would be applied, but my clerk may think.
Cause they gonna
That-
apply it to other stuff that she owes, so she might still have to pay that much. She owe a lot of other old tickets, so.
Okay. Not necessarily gonna be applied to this ticket, but would be applied to other tickets that you have up until the $1,000 mark. Anything left over is your responsibility, so if they don't get to these tickets, you need to ensure that you pay these tickets, okay? By May 31st. But the money the bond that you paid, Mr. Potts was advocating for that bond to be applied to these tickets. It would have been if you didn't have other tickets outstanding. You gotta take your phone off mute. Okay? And something about the morning. Your phone is on mute.
Sorry, no, I don't have any more.
Okay. You do have more, is what we're telling you.
Oh,
A lot. So just come down to 36th District Court, go to the cashier's office, get it all figured out, have them give you a printout, figure out what they're gonna apply the $1,000 to, figure out what you have left over and pay those.
okay.
Got that? All right.
Okay, so what's the 600 going to? I'm sorry.
Ma'am, the $600 was for your fines and costs today. However, you may have some defaulted civil infractions that they may be covering with the bond. So as the judge suggested, this go down to 36th District Court, get a full printout of everything you owe, and they'll let you know where your bond is applied and how much more money you may owe for the current tickets.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right, you all set, ma'am?
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Parties ready on Edward Banks. Now calling Edward D'Angelo Banks, ticket number SP 1370321. One count of unregistered untitled vehicle, ticket number SP 1371031. Count 1 is expired plates, count 2 is no insurance, no proof of insurance. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Coleman Potts on behalf of Mr. Banks. Mr. Banks, please state your name for the record, sir.
Edward Banks.
Your Honor, today's date set for a trial and formal hearing in this matter. It's my understanding that the complaining witness has not checked in, and at this time, the defense moves for dismissal.
Okay, one moment, please.
That was the officer who was behaving.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Okay, so Mr. Banks, I did verify that an officer has not appeared in your matter. Do you have your camera on, sir?
I'm sorry. Yes, I do.
Thank you. An officer did not appear in this matter, but I would like to know, officer. is in the waiting.
I'll get to him.
I would like to know if you have registered your vehicle and have proof of insurance now?
Yeah, I registered my vehicle. My insurance, cause I had just went through a case with you last week and,
Wait,
well, I paid,
no, just tell me yes or no. Do you have insurance currently?
no, not right now.
Okay, but you do have a plate on your vehicle, a current plate on the vehicle and registered title?
Yes.
Okay, so the court will dismiss these matters without prejudice. It is, the time is now 10:39 a.m. This matter was set for trial for 8:35 a.m. Officer Balasha has not entered the courtroom either via Zoom or in person, therefore the matter will be dismissed without prejudice. And I do want you to do whatever you need to do to get your insurance, sir, so that you're not back in front of me.
Yeah, I'm about to get that taken care of. It's just I paid the ticket last week that I had, but they didn't take the suspension off, so I got to go down to the DMV to get that off, so then I can get my insurance.
Okay, no problem. Have a good day.
Thank you. You have a blessed one too. I appreciate it.
You too. Ready on Tammy Brown. Please turn your camera on, ma'am. Now calling the people versus Tammy Nicole Brown, ticket number P 1404213. Count 1, driving while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Also ticket number P 1404185. Count 1, expired plates. Please state your appearance for the record. Can we start with the corporal, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Corporal Latch, badge 3603 with the Detroit Police Department's 3rd Precinct.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Till Manager Wilkerson, P 81003, on behalf of Ms. Brown. Ms. Brown, can you please state your name for the record?
Good morning. My name is Sammy Brown.
Your
Today-
Honor, oh, sorry.
Today is the date and time set for a trial in 2 matters in the form of hearing on the citation. How would you like to proceed, Counselor?
Your Honor, I've had the opportunity to speak with Ms. Brown in private. I've discussed her rights with her, as well as the plea offer, which was a plea to expired plates, and the remaining 2 charges will be dismissed. Ms. Brown would like to avail herself to that plea offer.
Officer, are you aware of the offer? Or corporal?
Oh, yes, Your Honor, I am.
Okay. And Ms. Brown, you did have an opportunity to talk to Ms. Wilkerson or Attorney Wilkerson in the breakout room, and she advised you of your rights, correct?
All right, Your Honor.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes.
Will you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can put your hand down, turning your attention to November 3rd, 2022. Were you driving a 2009 Dodge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you in the area of Van Dyke and Forest in the city of Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you come in contact with Detroit Police Department on that day?
Yes, Your Honor.
For thank you. Were the plates on the vehicle expired?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Counselor?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulate to probable cause on the dismissal.
So stipulated.
So the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Brown for the expired plates. We would be dismissing both counts 1 and 2 on ticket number ending in 4213. On the expired plates, Ms. Brown, you're gonna have a fee of $220. How soon will you be able to pay that?
About 30 days.
Okay, so I'm gonna have it due on May 1st, 2023. If you do not pay it by then you need to appear back here on this Zoom at 8:35 a.m. to ask for an extension, to request an extension.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Your Honor.
As long as it's paid by May 1st, you don't need to show up, but it's $220.
Okay, thank you.
You are free to go. Thank you for your time, Corporal.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
You too, thank you. Ready to proceed on Lawrence Berry. Please turn your camera on, sir. Now calling the people versus Lawrence William Berry, ticket number P 1405499. Count one, driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count two, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number P 1405498. One count of failure to stop. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Coleman Potts, we have Mr. Berry who appears via Zoom. Mr. Berry, please state your name for the record, sir.
Good morning, Lawrence Berry.
Your Honor, today,
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
sorry, Your Honor, Your Honor, today's date and time set for trial in this matter. Is my understanding that the officer appeared and they were able to reach a plea resolution. There is a recommendation that Mr. Berry plead to impeding traffic and the remaining matters to be dismissed.
Yeah, that's a great deal. Did you have proof of insurance, Mr. Berry?
Yes, proof of insurance and updated registration.
And you are aware of your attorney explained your rights to you, and you would like to take the plea, you would like to plead responsible to the civil infraction of impeding?
Yes,
And is the officer present in this matter? Would you like to state your name for the appearance, for the record?
Good morning, Your Honor. Officer Abdul Shabazz, bed number 1194, Detroit Police.
Good morning, Officer Shabazz. Officer Shabazz is really generous this morning, but the court will adopt the recommendation of the prosecution and dismiss counts 1 and 2 on ticket number ending in 5499 without prejudice. Enter a plea of responsible impeding. I believe that fee is $175. Well, it's $175 for 2 weeks, Mr. Berry. After the 2 weeks, that amount will go up. Will you be able to make that payment within the next 2 weeks?
yes,
Okay, so on April 14th is when you need to pay it. However, I'm gonna set a review hearing here in this courtroom on Zoom for and that's just for you to check in and make sure that you've paid it. So I'm gonna give you until May 1st. If you
Okay.
haven't paid by May 1st, then you do need to check into the Zoom room and ask for an extension, sir.
okay, no problem.
All right, you are free to go.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Officer Shabazz, you're free to go.
You're welcome, Your Honor. Have a great weekend.
You too, thank you. Another one with the officer or no officer? Barbara?
Yeah, they're officers.
Officer too.
Corporal Brian.
Morning.
7, page 7. Page 7. Mhm.
Now, I'm ready to proceed on. I'm ready to proceed on Ray Charles Barber. Mr. Barber,
Mr. Barber, press *6 to unmute yourself.
I'm sorry, there's a warrant issue for you now because the officer appeared. Just pass the time to.
*6, Mr. Barber. Now calling the people versus Ray Charles Barber, ticket number P1404121. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, drove while license not valid or improper license. Ticket number P1404119. Count 1, failure to use seatbelt. Count 2, improper plates. Count 3, driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the corporal.
Pardon me, I didn't understand you, Your Honor.
1 second, Mr. Barber. Corporal, we're waiting on you.
Pardon me?
Corporal Ambrose, who's here? Can you state your name for the record, please, sir?
Corporal Brian Ambrose, badge 4151, Detroit Police Department.
Thank you.
Field Manager Wilkerson on behalf of Mr. Barber. Mr. Barber, please state your name for the record.
Ray Barber.
Okay, today is the date and time set for a trial. Ms. Wilkerson, how would you like to proceed in this matter?
Your Honor, I've had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Barber in private regarding a plea offer. The plea offer was for a reduced charge to fail to display on ticket number ending in 121 count 2, as well as a plea to improper plates and ticket number ending in 1192. The remaining charges will be dismissed, which is unregistered untitled, ticket number 1193, and no insurance misdemeanor, ticket ending in 1211, seatbelt ticket ending in 1191. All should be dismissed in exchange for the plea, Your Honor. And Mr. Barber would like to avail himself to that offer.
Yes.
Mr. Barber, you had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Wilkerson and she advised you of your right?
Yes, she has, Your Honor.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
I need you to raise your right hand, sir, and swear or affirm, and actually just repeat after me. I swear or affirm that what I say today will be the truth and the entire truth.
I swear that whatever I say today will be the entire truth.
All right, turning your attention to November 3rd, 2022. Were you driving a 1998 black Dodge vehicle?
Yes, I was, Your Honor.
Were you driving that vehicle in the area of Livernois in the Lodge in the city of Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you come in contact with Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were the plates on the vehicle improper plates at that time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Counselor?
Satisfied.
Stipulated probable cause for the dismissals?
So stipulated.
All right, and I'm also going to turn your attention, I believe, this is the same date, sir. So were you also on that same day driving without a driver's license?
Yes, Your Honor.
When asked to produce a driver's license to the Detroit Police Department, you were not able to do so, correct, sir?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, so the court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea for the failure to display, which is count 2 and ticket number ending in 4121. And we will also enter a guilty plea for improper plates on ticket number ending in 4119, count 2. Counts 1 and 3 will be dismissed on that ticket as well as the no insurance misdemeanor on 4121. Mr. Barber, are you working, sir?
So, Your Honor, at the present moment, I'm disabled and then I'm homeless.
Your Honor, if I may
At the
speak to
time when-
sentencing on behalf of Mr. Barber.
Yes, sir. I mean, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I've had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Barber. Unfortunately, he's fell on hard times. He has been homeless for the past 9 months. He's living out of his car. He is actively trying to get into some low income housing, as his only income is a monthly disability check. If the court is willing to do so, we are wondering if the court would reduce or waive his fines and costs. Otherwise, Mr. Barber would like to request to do community service in lieu of fines and costs.
Okay, I will make an adjustment to the fines and costs and have him do community service in lieu of. One moment. And I think that also, Mr. Barber, like doing the community, while you're doing community service, you may end up being able to come in contact with some resources too that are available for yourself as well. You know, you understand what I mean? So it could be a win.
I didn't quite understand you, Your Honor. Could you say it again?
So well, I'm gonna give you community service in lieu of doing, in lieu of paying your fines and fees.
Yes.
But I'm saying to you that I believe that doing the community service is going to help you to get additional resources while you're volunteering at these places, okay?
John, I
And
really
help you
appreciate it.
You'll meet people and you'll be able to hopefully come in contact with someone who can provide you with additional resources to help you get back on your feet, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so instead of the 220, I'm gonna assign that one for 210, and the other ticket is gonna be 190 for a total of 400. And in lieu of the $400, he can do the 40 hours of community service, and I will give him 60 days to do the 40 hours. That should be more than enough time.
So you hear that, Mr. Barber? I'll give
Yes,
you
I
a
do.
call and give you the number to probation, and you can speak with someone. They'll give you the list of places I told you.
Okay.
So I'll call you once we get off the Zoom and give you that number.
Okay,
Attorney,
thank you.
if you don't mind too, can you chat me his phone number? Because that's what I was gonna ask too.
I sure will.
Thank you.
Mr. Barber, though, you do need to come back here on May 31st, 2023 at 8:35 a.m. for a review to ensure that you've completed that community service, sir.
Your Honor,
So
may
do
I
I have
make
to,
one more request? I'm sorry. He has another
Do I
court
have-
date set on May 28th. Can we set the review date for that same date?
May 28th?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Is this the one who had the other tickets?
Yes, this is Mr. Barber, who you said you were gonna put all of his remaining tickets on May 28th.
No, April 28th.
Oh, I'm sorry, April 28th, April 28th. Sorry about that.
Will he be able to complete the community service by April 28th? I think so. It's 40 hours. If you're not working, that's an 8-hour-a-day work day, and you have more than a week, way more than a week to do it. So yeah, I'll do it for April 28th at 8:35 a.m. Or wait, what time is this other hearing?
Well, these were gonna be at 1:30. These hearings is gonna be at 1:30.
Oh, I didn't know that, sorry.
Yeah.
Can we move those to 8:30?
I moved.
All right, so they'll all be at 8:35 a.m. Corporal, you are free to go. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Mr. Barber, you are going to be here on April 28th for another hearing, and we'll review your community service hours at that time as well. Okay, sir?
Okay, Your Honor, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You have a great weekend.
You too.
I just got 2 left.
Brian Holly, will you unmute and come onto the camera, please? And help me to pronounce your first name.
First name is Jacray.
right, ready to proceed on Right, Holly, are you counsel for her, Ms. Wilkerson?
Yes, Till Manager Wilkerson, on behalf of Ms. Brian Holly, please state your name for the record. Oh, sorry, you didn't call the case.
Yeah, I would like to be able to call a case. I just wanted to ensure that we had the proper counsel on. Now calling the people versus Tammy Nicole Brown, ticket number SP 1404213. Count one, driver's license. Oh, no, you're right. Thank you. Yeah, ticket, now calling the people versus Jacray Brian Holly, ticket number Z 8088091, one count of operating while intoxicated. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Till Manager Wilkerson, on behalf of Ms. Brian Holly, please state your name for the record. Ms. Holly. Did she freeze? I think she froze.
Holly, can you wave your hand? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna call another case. We'll recall her matter when she figures out that her phone is frozen and she'll come back on, I'm sure. She's been here the whole time. Ready on Demario Byers?
7.
Other parties ready on Demario Byers?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Mr. Byers, are you ready? Can you turn your phone on, turn your camera on and take yourself off of mute?
Okay. Good morning.
You're not lying down, are you, sir? I can't hear
Okay,
you.
hello?
Yeah, okay. Now calling the people versus Demario James Byer, ticket number P119085. Count one, driving unregistered untitled vehicle. Count two, no insurance misdemeanor. And count three, drove while license not valid or improper license. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Till Manager Wilkerson, on behalf of Mr. Byers. Mr. Byers, please state your name for the record.
This is the Byers.
Today is the date and time set for a pretrial. Ms. Wilkerson, how would you like to proceed in this matter?
Your Honor, I've had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Byers in private. We went over his rights as well as a plea offer, which was a plea to the reduced charge of fail to display instead of license improper, with the remaining 2 charges being dismissed. Mr. Byers would like to avail himself to that offer.
Okay, Ms. Wilkerson, will you mute your phone? Because I'm not sure if the feedback is
wasn't
coming
her.
from you or
It
her.
was the Mario's phone. I didn't mute it.
But he has talked. So you have to unmute your phone again, sir, but if there's any background noise, I'm gonna ask that you, if, I know it's spring break, but tell your children to turn TV off for me.
Oh, you can hear that? I'm sorry. Oh,
Thank you, sir. So you did have an opportunity to talk to Attorney Wilkerson in the breakout room, and she advised you of your rights,
yes, ma'am.
and you understood your rights?
I did.
Did anyone threaten to force you or promise you anything in exchange for your guilty plea today?
No,
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
I am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be, you have your right hand raised?
I do
Raise your-
now.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth and the entire truth?
I swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Turning your attention to April 21st, 2021. Were you driving a 92 Buick?
Yes.
You driving in the area? What is all the noise going on? Mr. Byers, we hear every single thing you do over there, so be still and be quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Were you driving in the area of Myers and Linden in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you do something to come in contact with Detroit Police Department on that day? Yes, no. Just yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. And when asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No, ma'am.
Satisfied, Counselor?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Stipulate to probable cause on the dismissal.
So stipulated.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on your behalf, Mr. Byers, for failure to display a valid driver's license and assign you a fee of $220. Counts 1 and 2 will be dismissed. Are you working currently?
I am currently working.
Okay, so I can give you 14, will you be able to pay the 220 within the next 2 weeks?
No, not 2 weeks.
Say that one more time.
No, ma'am. If I can have a little more time than that, please.
I'll give you 30 days. You have until May 1st, 2023. If you don't pay it by then you need to appear on his Zoom on May 1st at 8:35 a.m.
Okay. Thank you.
As long as you've paid it in full, you do not need to appear in court. But if you haven't made that payment, then it's very important that you show up on this Zoom, or you'll have a bench
Yes.
court.
I understand.
Okay, have a good day.
Thank you.
This is Jacray.
I'm sorry about that. My computer knocked me off.
Oh, we figured you were having some kind of technical difficulties. You froze up for a while. And I'm just gonna recall the case and start over because I don't remember where we left off on your case. So recalling the matter of, and did I pronounce it right? Is it Jacray?
Yes, ma'am.
Jacray Brian Howley.
Jacray.
So Miss Howley, do you have are you connected to the internet in your house?
Yes, ma'am. The Wi-Fi.
Are you sitting close to the router?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna try that one more time. So now calling the people versus Jacray Renee Brian Holly, ticket number Z 808-809. One count of operating while intoxicated. Please state your appearance for the record.
Field Manager Wilkerson on behalf of Ms. Brian Holly. Ms. Brian Holly, please state your name for the record.
Jacray Brian Holly.
Your Honor, this is the date and time set for trial. I believe the complainant officer was Maureen Jones that never appeared. We move for dismissal on this matter.
Give me just a moment. I want to look at this, and I do want to correct the record for the offense to be high BAC as opposed to OWI. OWI high BAC is what it is written on the complaint. One moment, please, counsel. Miss Howard, you had an accident on that day too?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry.
Your Honor, I know kind of, I think where you're going. I had a conversation with Mr. Goss as well as Miss Brian Holly and this situation may reappear. Your Honor, I'm not sure if you're addressing us, but we can't hear you.
I absolutely was, I had pressed mute. I thank you, attorney. Okay, so Ms. Brian Holly, I take OWIs extremely serious. I hope that you do too. I hope that, and I kind of can see it in your face right now, that this situation hopefully was a one-time situation. I understand that people make bad decisions. They make poor decisions. But a poor decision, this type of poor decision could have cost you or somebody else their life. Especially if there was an accident involved. And I should not have asked that, but if there was an accident involved, now the seriousness of this offense, right? And I'm
Yes, ma'am.
literally saying that you have learned a valuable lesson just coming here today. This case can't, even though I reluctantly will dismiss this without prejudice, reluctantly dismiss it without prejudice. It can be called, it can be refiled by the prosecutor's office if they so choose. However, if they don't look at this as like you just got away with it so you can do it again. Because the next time it will not be, first of all, if it comes back before me the next time, it's not gonna be easy, for one. And two, if it doesn't come before me, it could be because you've lost your life. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know how much it costs to take an Uber? I don't know where you were going from and to, but do you know how cheap it is to take an Uber?
Yes,
I know it
ma'am.
don't cost you your life to take an Uber. Like as long, God willing that Uber driver is driving safely, that it wouldn't cost you your life to take an Uber. So in the future, you are going to take an Uber when you know you're going to be drinking, or you're gonna leave your car where you are when you know you have had one more than you thought you would when you got there. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The court will acknowledge that Officer Flowers has not checked into the courtroom either virtually or in person. This matter was.
Sorry, Your Honor, just for the record, it was Officer Jones.
Was it Officer Jones?
Yes, Officer Flowers is the one who wrote the complaint.
Okay, so Officer Jones nor Officer Flowers, who wrote the complaint, has checked into the courtroom via Zoom or in person. This matter was set for trial for 9 a.m. It is now 11:18 a.m. Therefore, the matter will be dismissed without prejudice. You just caught a really good break. If they don't bring it back, you are very, very blessed today. And count your blessings. Like, consider this a blessing. And make sure that you have an Uber app downloaded and Lyft.
Yes,
You have a
ma'am.
good day.
You
Have
too.
have a good day. Take care. All right, that concludes our